Hello everyone, this is Manoj Sharma and today I'll be introducing yourself to the topic known as Introduction of Derivatives. Now, what is basically a derivative? You must have all read about it, but I'll be coming directly to the most practical part of these derivatives. So, initially, once we say a derivative, that means a rate of change. So whenever we are writing derivative of a function with respect to x, we write dy dx of a function here. So coming to the formulas are very important because if you don't remember the formulas, there is going to be a problem. I start with the very first formula, that is d by dx of x to the power n is going to be n into x to the power n minus 1. So let's understand how we can apply our questions over there. So it is, if we have a question like this, d by dx of x to the power 5, it is nothing but 5x4. Similarly, if we have d by dx of 1 to the power 1 upon x, it is going to be like if it is of the type like this, d by dx x square plus 4x for particularly this particular thing, I like to introduce that if we have some constant function multiplied by a variable, this is going to be like this k into, so moving on to further, this will give me 2x as x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1, and it is 4 into d by dx of x, which is finally 1. So I'll be writing it like 2x plus 4. If we have a question like this, is x square plus x cube whole upon x, I have to simply understood that it is or initially we can do with the simple manner that first we simplify this like this, and both are going to give me this one and this one going to give me the same result, that is derivative of x is 1. Finally we reach to this particular type of answer. Let's see what about the other formulas. If I come to d by dx of sin x, it is going to be a cos x. Then we have derivative of cos x minus sin x. It is going to be a sec square x. D by dx, that is derivative of a cot x, which is going to be minus cosec square x. D by dx of sec x which is going to be sec x into tan x. Derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x into cot x. Let me write it clearly. It is cosec x into cot x. Now if I'll move to another formula, exponential function, this is derivative of e to the power x, which is nothing but e to the power x only. Then I have a question, that is derivative of log x, which is going to be 1 by x. Then we have another one, d by dx of a to the power x. A is constant here, it is a to the power x into log a. So they all are important formulas of derivative. Now I'll proceed further with the questions. Now seeing this question number 1, which is d by dx of x square plus sin x plus cos x, there you have to use the direct formulas. Even in the question where we have derivative, we require for x to the power 4 2 sin x plus tan x. Let's see, x square is our type, x to the power n. So first of all, let me separate them. But once you master this technique, there is no need, you can go directly. So written as d by dx of x to the power n, derivative with respect to x of sin x, and similarly with the cos x. So it is of the type x to the power n, although it is x square. So using this technique where it is, you'll get 2x, you'll get cos x, and you'll get minus sin x. This is going to be the final answer for that particular one. Right. Moving on to further, with this question we have derivative of x to the power 4, then we have two constant outside, derivative of sin x, and then we have a derivative of tan x. It is 4x cube 2 cos x we will be proceeding further. Now as you can see on the screen that we need a derivative of x to the power 5 4 tan x e to the power x, then we need a derivative of sin x 1 upon x and 1 upon x cube. Now this can be formulated like this: 4 has to on the outside of the derivative because constant has nothing to do with the derivatives. Just a second. It is d by dx of e to the power x. So it is 5x4, derivative of tan x is sec square x, and derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x only. So you can see this, we have done it easily with the simple knowledge of formulas. Now I am just writing the answer directly. Derivative of sin x is cos x. Now what to do with the x 1 upon x? It is x to the power minus 1, and similarly derivative of this is x to the power minus 3, and we will be using, now derivative of cos x is, sorry, we have already done this. It is cos x, it is x to the power minus 2, it is minus 3, writing in a standard form. So need not to worry about the questions and fundamentals. Once you know the things, automatically you have to see the positive. I was wondering that there might be some kind of questions where we have x into tan x e to the power x into sin x. There might be a chance that we might have, and maybe more. If you see the two functions are being multiplied over here. So I was thinking, is there is any formula which give me solution of this thing? So solution for this particular type of questions will be given by a product rule. Now product rule states that if we multiply two functions, we have to start like this: derivative of first and second remains as such, no change. Then we have first into derivative of second. Similarly, if we have this kind of function where we have derivative of x into sin x, then what we can do here, derivative of x as such, sin x as it is, then x into derivative of sin x. Now derivative of x is 1, so it remains as 1. 1 into sin x is sin x, and derivative of sin x is cos x. Again, now my knowledge has been increased. Now I have to use the product rule with the formulas, basic formula. In similar pattern, if I want to know the derivative of e to the power x into sin x, I'll be doing the same thing. It is derivative of e to the power x sin x as it is. Then we have e to the power x into derivative of sin x, and it is e to the power x into sin x e to the power x into cos x. Like to place in some of the brackets where it can be highlighted. Okay. Again, I am writing e to the power x, derivative of e to the power x as it is. Then e to the power x as it is, derivative of tan x is sec square x. What you can do here, you can take this e to the power x common, then it is simplification is at your end, that how you want to simplify the things. Now sometime we want to do the derivative of three function, we have to do like this only, like it is derivative of first, rest of the two functions x square into sin x as it is, plus e to the power x as it is, then derivative of x square, sin x will remain same, similar pattern will be moving. Now plus e to the power x into x square, then derivative of sin x. Means what we are doing, if it is first multiplied by second multiplied by third, what I am doing, first I am doing the derivative of first, rest to same, then I am doing derivative of second, rest to same. Let me write rest to same, then I am doing the derivative of third one and first to same. So here I have also shown it is basically like this. If you want to give a bracket, that's you can give. So starting off from here only, I am just doing over here, derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x square into sin x, then it is e to the power x into 2x into sin x, because derivative of x square is x to the power n, which is n into x to the power n minus 1. E to the power x square. Now derivative of sin x is nothing but it is cos x. Now I can take e to the power x common. We have x square sin x, it is 2x into sin x, then we have a cos x into this one x square. I have taken at the last one. Now you can take the x common out of that. It is x into e to the power x into sin x, 2 sin x. Now why I have written here x into x square? Because some of the students get multiplied this angle with the x square. You need not to do that. I know you are intelligent people. Now moving on further. These are some of the questions which I have kept for you. It is derivative of x square into log x. I'll be writing the answer directly. The derivative of x square is 2x. Now log x as it is. Now derivative of x square as it is. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. Now this x will be cancelled. It will be finally 2x log x plus x. You can take x common out of that. Now taking x common, it will be 2 log x plus 1. This is how you go once you are writing the answers over here. So now what about this? Now this is a division rule, and I have not taught you something that is called a division or quotient rule of derivatives. Now be smart enough. dy dx, it is x to the power minus 2 into sin x. Now it is, we have to apply a product rule. It is minus 2x to the power minus 3, applying the same formula of x to the power n, which is n into x to the power n minus 1, sin x as it is, then derivative of sin x, which is cos x, but x to the power minus 2 as it is cos x. Moving further, you can do like this. It is 2 sin x upon x cube cos x square. It's up to you that whether you want to take the LCM or you don't want to take the LCM. Now again we have an issue with the sin square x. We don't know. We know the formula of sin x. We don't know the formula of sin square x. Now it is basically a function is sin x and power is increased to 2. So what I'll do a smart act over here. I'll be doing this question by a product rule of sin x into sin x. It is derivative of first sine, second sine as it is, then first sine as it is, derivative of sin x. It is fair enough that we have done it with the formula of product rule. Now sin x derivative is cos x. Now it is again sin x into cos x, which is of the formula 2 sin x cos x, and as you know in the trigonometry this formula stands for sin 2x. So you have to see whether you have to apply this formula or not. Ideally I suggest you to simplify whenever there is a simplification is being required. Now the derivative of y with respect to x, we have to simply write it is dy by dx. Now derivative of y with respect to x is going to be dy by dx. And if we have provided y and z are basically the variables, that's why we have, if we do like this derivative of x, if we, it is basically a 1 by the formula also, and by the things dx upon dx, which is 1. Ideally it is not being mentioned anywhere, but yes, you can use it. So again, we have a simple formulas, then we have product rule, where two or more functions are being multiplied. But I was wondering that is there is any formula where we have a division of functions, that is called quotient rule. And this quotient rule of derivatives suggests that we have to go like this: first initially derivative of first function, second function as it is, minus first function as it is, and derivative of second function. It is just like a product rule, but the thing is the minus is important. And of course in the denominator we have square of this second function. I'll mention it because this is on the auto shape mode, so I'm just removing that if it is beneficial, because otherwise it will create a problem. I have changed the ink color also. It is in the denominator we have this. So let's apply this rule for the other questions. Now further, if we have this question sin x upon x square, we can very well do it like this: 1 upon x square is x to the power minus 2, but I'll here prefer to solve it by the quotient rule. So it is d by dx sin x, x square as it is, minus derivative of x square sin x as such, and in the denominator we have square of this second function. Now here x square as it is, but derivative of sin x is nothing but cos x. Then we have derivative of x square again by using the type x to the power n, it is 2x into sin x whole upon x to the power 4. Now maximum, now you have applied the formula over here. Now once you have applied the formula over here, you need to know whether something is common. We can take it off to make it more simpler. Yes, we can do that. X square and 2x, we have x common. Now it is x into cos x minus sin x whole upon x to the power 4 on the, now this finally goes like this: x cube, it is going to be x cos x minus sin x whole upon x cube. Let's see whether we can place it in a proper bracket or not. Yes, we can. So finally we'll ended up to the answer. Now again here we have another sort of question which is states we need a derivative of e to the power x into tan x. Again we can do it by like this, that it can be e to the power x into cot x. We can do that, but I personally feel now, since we are talking about the quotient rule, we have to apply the quotient rule. Now it is derivative of e to the power x tan x as it is minus d by dx of the denominator, that is tan x, and we have ex and whole upon now it is tan square x. You can take e to the power x common. It is tan x minus sec square x whole upon tan square x. If you can simplify it, it's quite well. Otherwise, you can leave question over here. Now moving on to this particular question of the type x cube into sine x whole upon e to the power x. This is of the nature that there are two functions which are present in the numerator. First and third function is being divided. Now first of all, I have to see this is a division and multiplication. Now what is the multiplication? It is first into second. It can go like this. So what I am supposed to do, I have to treat this function as a one function. Then later on I'll be multiplying it. Then I will be applying the product rule. Let's see how. It is d by dx of x cube into sine x e to the power x as it is minus derivative of and in the denominator we have e to the power x whole square. Now I have treated as a one function. I'll make a bracket. Now if I first of all I have applied a quotient rule. That is quotient rule. And stage 2 product rule. It is derivative of x cube now it is the derivative of x cube sine x as it is minus x cube to derivative of sine x. Rest I have to copy from the top. Only thing is derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x cube sine x as it is, and in the denominator we have e to the power 2x. Now this is 3x square into sine x minus x cube into cos x e to the power x. I am not writing it down right now. You see what I am doing with the e to the power x. I am taking e to the power x as common. Here we have e to the power. In next stage they are going to cancel out, and further if you see that we have something common, that is x square, we have x cube, I am taking x square common. Here I have got 3 sin x minus x cos x minus x sin x whole upon e to the power x. Now I landed up to this particular question with further. If you want to simplify, you can go for simplification if required. If it is not required, then don't poke your nose onto that particular question, because that is going to be quite critical. Thanks a lot. In coming days, I'll be posting some more videos to you. And in case of any query, you can always speak to me, talk to me, post your questions. Thanks a lot.